Hello there, my fellow sim racers. Welcome. I am the Sim Rig Racer, and we are in the brand new build of Le Mans Ultimate, where they dropped some more LM GT3 cars on us, along with a brand new tyre model, which has just been rolled out on the GT3s, but will be rolling out over the LMP2s and the hypercars, I think, in the next big build, which is May. But what I want to talk about specifically today are the new GT3 cars, the new core sim updates, along with this brilliant, epic new tyre model that has finally brought GT3 cars alive for me. You know, they get a bit of a bad rap, GT3 cars. Yeah, they're a little bit safe, a little bit easy, a little bit boring to drive. Well, I think that could be down to the sim racing title, not the cars, because these new LM GT3 cars, along with the improvements to the core title and this amazing tyre model, has brought these cars to life for me. You can finally really feel the weight transference of these cars. Under acceleration, under braking, you can feel the effect the weight has in inducing tyre flex when throwing the cars into the corner. They feel dynamic, they feel alive, and I have never had so much fun in a GT3 car since I tried this new content and tyre model in Le Mans Ultimate. Look at me, I'm smiling and having fun in a GT3 car. That's just not right. I tell you, it's been a year since Le Mans Ultimate by Studio 397 was released in early access. Ooh, it's still in early access, but what a year it's been. I picked it up day one because I love a new sim racing title and I always want to check it out. Something new and shiny, get on that hype train. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought the idea, the premise behind it was good. Let's double down on a niche and really go to town on it. But I never really got totally behind it because I never purchased any of the DLC. I just used all the free content, jumped in, little online race here and there. Really enjoyed the GTE cars. I thought they were, you know, really good fun to drive, and they were my standout cars in the original build. But as soon as this new build and tyre model dropped, I jumped into the free Ford Mustang, which sounds amazing, and within 5 laps of a private practice I had purchased the season pass DLC, and I've just hoovered up every bit of content that's on offer, and I am really impressed with this title. Yes, I know the parent company Motorsport Games seems to limp from one financial disaster to another, and they were greedy, too big for their boots when they first hit the sim racing scene and messed us all about. We've lost an IndyCar game, we've lost a BTCC game, which really still hurts to this day. But you know, they seem to have finally got something right. Thankfully, out of all of the mess and all the ups and downs, Studio 397 was allowed to do their thing. Build the best sports car sim out there on the PC. Box ticked big time. I just can't believe how great these cars feel. Actually, in general, this is a really sharp looking sim racing title. You know, R Factor 2 was no ugly duckling, but I don't know. This new title just seems to run that little bit smoother. The FPS is a little bit more stable. And it looks absolutely fantastic. The circuits look brilliant. The level of detail, spit and polish on everything. There is officially still an early access title. It's really brilliant. The level of immersion, it really draws you in. Just feels amazing. And the sounds. Woo-hoo-hoo. Just listen to this. We're in the brand new Aston Martin. But I tell you, if you don't buy any of the DLC, make sure that you get behind the wheel of the Ford Mustang, because that engine sound is epic. Oh, tuck it in. But I suppose we should talk a little bit just about how this car does actually feel. And it's how communicative it is through the force feedback. You know I'm in a lucky position. I have an Asetek direct drive wheel, so I get good, clean, quick feedback. But I'll tell you what, Le Mans Ultimate really uses everything this Asetek wheel has to offer. I just know exactly what the car is doing, when it's doing it, why it's doing it, and I never get caught out. I'm never left scratching my head as to why it understeered, oversteered, why I lost it here or there. I know it's not the sim racing title that's let me down, it's my driving. But you can feel how heavy these cars are. The different drivetrains, the different engine layouts, each car feels different. So you know what car you are in. Yeah, it sounds different, it drives different. And because they've doubled down on this sports car niche, they can lavish that kind of detail on each car. So you can pick your favourite. You can pick the car that suits you, suits your driving style. And then really hone in your lap times. Talk about the AI. Now, I've got the AI tweaked down a little bit, and we're not doing a lot of racing here. I'm not pushing about and getting stuck in. But my word, some of the best AI in sim racing. It's up there with iRacing, which fiddly to set up. I know, a bit long-winded for an AI race, but the AI are very good in iRacing. And another favourite of mine is Race Room. If you use the adaptive setting and take the time to train the AI, put the time in, and you get some brilliant racing back out. But straight out the box, if you crank the aggression up, they are feisty and they won't let you get away with anything. It's just fantastic fun to race the AI. We've also got, for the first time ever in 2025, Le Mans Ultimate had more concurrent players, or peak players, than ACC, the other king of GT3s. So I think this title's finally getting some traction. There's a lot of daily races, online racing to get involved in, short, fixed stuff, longer endurance events that you can still enter for free. I know their race control has a subscription model that allows you access to setups and different races, but in its core free state, you can still get involved in all the daily races, and there does seem to be plenty of players out there to race with some races actually splitting. It's just amazing. I've slept on this title a little bit. I was excited about it when it first came out, and other things like Race Room had a big year last year with a lot of classic content, and my attention was drawn away from this title. But do you know what? I was wrong. I should have been focusing more on Le Mans Ultimate and the work that Studio 397 have done. Because it's awesome. Awesome. You know, things like... if there's genuine feeling of tyre flex. You feel the tyre moving about. Not just slipping and sliding over the track surface, but the actual tyre itself deforming and flexing under cornering, you know, braking and different loads that these big old cars are putting on them. You know, I'm not a big hypercar sports car fan. I find the cars with the hybrids and all the power management and electrical balance and the deployment a bit too much for my simple sim racing brain to cope with. But these GT3s with this tyre model, I don't need another sim for my GT3 experience anymore now. Oh, here's something I've just learnt. You don't get a cooldown lap unless it's something I need to turn on. Well, that's caught me out mid-flow, but you get the gist. Alright, that was a 10-minute race. I could go on for ages, but it's absolutely fantastic. If you've got Le Mans Ultimate but haven't raced it in a while, get on it. Try out the new. There's a couple of free GT3 cars, the McLaren and the Ford. I think the Ford is the better of the two. But try this new model out. You know, if you're not sure about whether to jump onto the Le Mans Ultimate bandwagon, you know, you're not sure where the future of the company, the parent company's going, wishlist it, get it. If it turns up in a sale, if there's any form of discount on it, get it. But like I say, I really enjoyed it. I think it's brilliant fun, and I've gone whole hog and I've picked up the season pass DLC. I'm in. So, but what I want to do is I want to know what you think. Let me know what your opinions on Le Mans Ultimate are. What you think the first year of its development and progress has been like for you. You know, how impressed have you been with the updates, the new tyre models? Are you interested in another sim with more GT3 cars? I want to know. I want to have a discussion and a chat about it down in the comments section. Alright? In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you know exactly what to do. But I've just had a brilliant time, and I am super excited to do more GT3 racing in Le Mans Ultimate. So I will see you out on track. Happy sim racing.